Right, there I am. It's annoying though. I wish I could just know, right, this is the second I go live, so that's when I can start talking. So yeah, welcome back to another video. Another food vlog. And I haven't done one of these for a couple of days. Ever since I started The Last of Us, everything's just been thrown aside. I haven't played Splatoon. I tried to play yesterday, but I got bored quickly. I played a couple ranked matches and then got my points worth. I thought, right, I'm running. I played the Tri-Slosher, one of the Tri-Slosher Nouveau with the Splat Bomb on the Rain, and I won the first game. Won 3 points because the other team had a disconnect. And I played another game and I think I won like 7 points. And then the next game I won 17. So I thought, right, I'm stopping there. Yeah, well, I'm gonna play again today at some point, maybe, but play on the 100k challenge account. The old, I'm getting fucking loads of spots around here. I've been drinking too much fizzy drink. I've been drinking Lilt, and I've been drinking this Pfizer. This don't taste the same. I've had it before, like in the past, like not too long ago. And it still doesn't taste the same as when I used to drink it as a kid, like as a teenager or whatever. They've changed the recipe. The lime has too much of a kick. There's too much of a lime taste to it, like an aftertaste. That's what it is. It's like a lemon and lime. But yeah, that's not the feature of the video. The feature today is these bad boys, the Pringles. On a kebab flavour. We've already done the pulled pork, and they were really nice. These must be structured around the Premier League. Then got the football puns on there. And over the past day or two, not yesterday, it was the day before yesterday, or was it the day before that? It was over the weekend, weren't it? We've had another attack, the stabbings, and our police protecting them, keeping the killer in custody, safe and sound. They treated that. The news outlets, the news media outlets, treated that like they do when ISIS attack. They get their phone calls, connections to ISIS, their boys. Was it your guys or was it not? And they act like, oh, we don't know if it was a terrorist attack or not. They always ruled it out immediately. And then when they find out it is, then when people start thinking right, this is this and this and this, then they come forward and say, yep, it was a terrorist attack, or they just confirm whatever it is. Yeah, it was racial, wasn't it? It was an Arab guy who killed 3 white guys. Where's their protest? Does that mean that everyone in England and around the world can go looting now? Does that justify people here to go looting now because of that? Unjustified, isn't it? An Arab slaughtered 3 white guys. So where's your outcry there? Nothing. It just gets all they get is a minute silence and then a sweep under the rug and then move on until the next one happens. And as usual, the guy that did it was known to the police, known to intelligence, he was under surveillance. So there's incompetence there. They deemed him as not a threat. Every time a terrorist has killed people, slaughtered people, they've always said that he wasn't a threat. So if he wasn't a threat, why is he under surveillance and deemed as a terrorist, a potential terrorist? Then why is he under watch then? If he's known to police, what is he known for? If he said, oh, he's known to the police, what is he known to them for? That he's a dangerous, and he's a liability to us. So at the moment, the police have got in England. There's I think there's like 23,000, maybe more, 23,000 known terrorists walking amongst us, waiting to strike. And our police just sit back. Us regular people, we're just fodder. We'd have no value to these people. Otherwise, they wouldn't have it like this, where they're allowed to just walk amongst us, waiting to just click in their mental illness to just, right, oh, I'm going to do it now. Gonna taste the kebab. Yeah, but I've been touching a lot of nerves on the internet, like from my comments. My opinion. I don't know where my opinions are. Like, am I far right or far left? I don't care about that. My opinion is just my opinion, innit? I'm not going to change my opinion. Yeah, it's the three-way circle at the moment, isn't it? It's a three-way triangle. It's either the virus, Brexit, and the racial tension. I think the world's going to be entering a tribal war where it's just going to be so much racial tension. It's just going to be everyone's going to click off into with their own kind. Everything that's getting set to reopening is reopening with less freedoms. And you should see how how they're expecting pubs to work now when they reopen. They're expecting you to register to be able to go in there. I've seen a video on it where it's just like your supermarket, where in a retail shop where you get escorted in. They're going to escort you to your seat. You got to order your drink on an app. And you've got to go to the toilets. You've got to knock something with your elbow to make it say that it's vacant. It's just you're just sitting there in this pub, miserable. The whole point of a pub is to go there and enjoy yourself, and you're sitting in there, miserable, just so these pubs can stay in business. I'd rather not bother. And if it's like that, and they had a video clip of nightclubs reopening where they had you sitting in your seats instead of going on the dance floor. You're in these seats and everyone's dancing from their chair. It just makes no fucking sense. I'm not sure if it's real or not. You can just imagine how this is going to turn out. Cinemas, how many seats apart you got to be from someone. But they're cutting themselves off, and they wonder why the economy's fucked and the economy's going down, because all these businesses, you've just cut your potential profits in half, because you're now restricting yourself by only having half the amount of people in. So instead of being in a cinema where you can sit side by side down all of these rows, now you're going to be sitting one, and then you're going to be choosing to have a seat spare and then have another person in the next seat, or maybe 2 seats along. So you're cutting yourself short there. So, and it's the same with McDonald's, where they've opened up, and they've only opened up the drive-through. So those that don't drive or don't have access to drive, and those that wanted to just walk in there, sit down and eat, or go in there and just walk out with it, you've just cut that bit of profit off. So really, McDonald's is not going to be the same either. They're going to notice. They're going to think, oh, their numbers aren't the same as before. No matter how many people you get queuing up in your drive-through, it's not going to match the same as having drive-through, takeaway, and people coming in and sitting down. But they're still probably going to make a profit, because McDonald's is worthless anyway. Ooh. As I said that, the demons arose, didn't they? Tried to knock my Pringles out my hands. Let's see. And museums. And they're going to say you have to wear a mask to fuck up your breathing. Imagine sitting there watching the movie with a fucking mask on. Pulling it down to have a swig of your drink, pulling it down to have a little nibble of your popcorn. They'll probably restrict that. And with everyone walking around wearing a mask constantly, in a little while's time, like years' time, you're going to have people complaining about breathing problems. Look, Mr. Hancock said England was clearly on track to further ease lockdown restrictions, but number 10 warned the moves would be reversed if they led to a surge in new infections. So that means when they see that the cases go up again, I said this all along, they're dangling freedom under your nose, like the life that you lived before. They're dangling it under your nose, and just as you're about to grab it, they pull it away, and then we'll have even more restrictions. Then when it goes to this second wave, we'll be under more further lockdown. So instead of being 2 meters apart, you might be 4 meters apart. It's a joke. So look, Burnley ashamed and embarrassed by banner flown above Etihad Stadium during Man City game because it says White Lives Matter Burnley. When they say White Lives Matter, we've got to feel ashamed. We've got to feel ashamed to say it. But when it's Black Lives Matter, it's everyone bow down, innit? But when people say All Lives Matter, they say, yeah, they do. But we're talking about this. It just shows you that if you're talking about this, then you're forgetting everyone else. Like they had that street in Liverpool, Penny Lane. Oh, it's got to be renamed because it's linked to slavery or something, or racism. But if you can change the name of a street because of that, why can't they change to Black Lives Matter and change it to All Lives Matter so people do feel included and not like segregated? It doesn't belong anywhere near our club. So saying White Lives Matter doesn't belong to you. Does that mean is that you're saying that they don't matter then? But we're fully behind the Premier League's Black Lives Matter, but you're not behind White Lives Matter. So what's that saying then? This country is gone. It's fucking gone. You're going to force people to be racist and just stick to their own kind. Does it? People can't breed anyway. Look, they've already cut you off. You're being forced to be 2 meters apart. So how are you meant to go forward as mankind? Into the UK's best-known shopping centre chain is warning its financial troubles to see entire shuts because like I said, you just cut your profits in half because of the 2 meter distance and your fucking regulations. How you got to go around the shop? Well, you're making people feel fucking uncomfortable. Hello. There's nothing I can do about it. There you go. That's what happens when you let them in your military. Look, Ethan Meltzer has been described as an enemy within. So you've got people in the army potentially giving information to jihadis. Founded in the UK. You've got fucking terrorist organisations everywhere. And that one's still there. That one's been there for weeks. They're the three guys that were stabbed. What? Oh. What are they trying to do? Kill the kids inside the nursery. This was recently. This is today. No, it happened June 13th. Why are they telling us about it now? Now these Pringles, they're okay. I can taste the kebab taste, but it's got a bit of a spice to it. I think there's like a flavour burn. Hot pepper pot. Pubs fear the new opening rules won't save them. This is what I said about the way that they're changing it. But open under relaxed but still constraining rules on the 4th of July. Because there's a recent polling by Ipsos Mori found that 6 out of 10 people would feel uncomfortable returning to a pub. But why uncomfortable? Is it because of the new way you're doing it, or because they're scared of catching the virus? So what about the other 4? Just let them fucking go in there then. Let the sick stay at home and be fucking scared. Look. Single-use menus, banning condiments, insisting on mask wearing. You're making people afraid of using a pepper pot. We have to persuade people that there's nothing to fear. It's just a fucking ridiculous. How it's gonna look? You're sitting in there in your restaurant with your fucking mask, putting it down to take a bite, and then you're putting it up again when you're chewing. I mean, it makes no fucking sense. I wonder why the economy's fucked. There you go. Gone. Just a few crumbs at the bottom. But yeah, peace.